entrepreneurs right from the start. Find us at thestartupbizcoach.com every morning at 10 a.m. Eastern with your host, Terry Clay. Are you ready to get this business started?
Hey, this is Terry Clay, and I am back with another Startup Biz Coach Radio. Yeah. We do this call every single day, Monday through Friday, from the StartupBizCoach.com. Yes, this airs every single day, and we are a call for entrepreneurs and wannabe entrepreneurs, and we are empowering entrepreneurs right from the very start. So, if you have never listened to the call or never come back to the call, head over to the StartupBizCoach.com. Every single day, Monday through Thursday, we have a guest on this call. We interview successful entrepreneurs, and we get their words of wisdom in their niche and in what they do. And then we ask questions. We ask to every single entrepreneur on the call, like, what books are you reading? Because leaders are readers, and we need to be reading to educate ourselves. Or how did you handle failure and success? There's going to be some failures and success. So I always like to ask the guest that. So, before, without further ado, we've got another guest on the call. And what we do on the Startup Biz Coach Radio, we allow our guests to introduce themselves. So, would you please introduce yourself to tell us who you are and what you do?
Well, first of all, my name is Jaquel. I would like to thank Terry for allowing me to grace you all with my presence on this show. My name is Jaquel. I'm a business owner. I own Jaquel and Associates. It's a multi-dimensional business that consists of motivational speaking, marketing, professional development, entertainment, travel coordination, life coaching, and even business consulting. My name is Jaquel, and I was a foster care youth for 14 years. I utilized my obstacles to navigate towards my success. I was a person that was passionate about motivational speaking because I was doing it without even realizing it. I realized the situation that I was in, and I attempted to motivate my peers. And that's why I decided to become a motivational speaker, because most people believe that only 1% of foster youth can only achieve a higher education. I happen to be that 1% because I just graduated from college in Syracuse in the spring of 2014, and I'm focused on actually enhancing my education. My attempt to get a master's degree. So I'm the motivational speaker that's going to tell you what you can accomplish regardless of what your critics or naysayers may be saying.
Wow, that's good. I like that, because you are telling people, and that's what we do on this call every single day, that they can make it happen no matter what. No matter what your situation is, no matter what dire it may seem, you can make it, and you are an example of that by, saying that the foster kids don't normally graduate from college, and you have done just that, and taken it a step higher to get your master's degree. Let me ask you a question. So, what was it? What made you decide to be different, or to make it against all odds?
Because there were constantly newspaper articles which was known as statistics. Statistics were the naysayers that were saying only 1% can do it. So when I saw it, I took it as a task or a challenge, and even as a sense of disrespect, because in a sense I was distinguished from another population. So every day when I would go to high school, I saw the high school diploma. I was never satisfied until I achieved actually earning a high school diploma. So it was something that drove me, which was the naysayers things that only, foster care, they're more likely to be homeless or more likely to be unsuccessful. So I had a duty, which to fulfill, which was to get my higher education and be successful in life. And so I can verify to you that nothing is impossible until it's done.
Yes, that's powerful. That's powerful. And I'm glad that you went on to, have a different mindset. And that, if nothing else, that leads by example, and it shows people that they can do whatever it is they want to do in life. My listeners know my story. I lived in an abandoned building and lost everything I owned three times, and I still continue to push. So So I appreciate that you continue to push and to show that it can happen, it can be done. So describe your business, Jaquel Pitts Associates.
Jaquel Pitts and Associates is a multi-dimensional business. That was my goal in establishing a multi-dimensional business so I can assist the needs of many people across the country. I didn't want to be one-dimensional because that would mean I would be handicapped in essence. So I have only 3 staff, and they are focused on developing leaders, mentoring youth. I'm even a personal trainer where I assist potential athletes or prospective athletes, and I'm actually consulting a few businesses right now in California. They want to know about marketing and brand development, and I even assist with certain people with their travel coordination. And also, I'm in the process of even actually incorporating a record label within my business. So my goal was to assist people as best as I can by doing as much as possible, even though it may seem impossible, but it's something that drives me because I actually enjoy doing a multitude of things.
Wow, that's good. That's good. So what's your advice for aspiring entrepreneurs? So this is a great call for you because we're a call for entrepreneurs and want to be entrepreneurs. So what advice could you give them?
The first strategy I would try to implement within their minds was to focus on investing in yourself. Many what they call wannabe entrepreneurs are focused on buying somebody else's product that may not benefit them at the current particular time. If you're trying to establish a business, you need to figure out a product that can assist the lives of many people that they will need on an inevitable basis. Once you want to become an entrepreneur, you cannot listen to the critics who say, oh, your business won't develop, or that's a poor decision when you're thinking about purchasing certain type of stocks, or if you're thinking about talking to investors, and investors deny you initially, never get discouraged and just use that denial as a form of motivation to retrieve another investor.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I interview on my and so spoken to a lot of entrepreneurs already today, and they spoke about the KFC guy, how he had to submit his recipe 100 times, or the guy that did the light bulb was 1,000 times, and so personally they had to keep submitting and didn't give up, and that's, you want investors, that's the same way you have to do the same, just keep hitting it until you get the win. So one other question is, explain how you achieve success while others in the same position of you didn't.
I didn't allow myself to participate in mediocrity. I was in essence allergic to mediocrity because I realized when you place a limitation on yourself, you're doing yourself a detriment. So when others failed to graduate from high school, it wasn't my option because the only option was success. And I actually realized once I started to become successful, success actually was enjoyable. So I realized that success is the only option because, nobody remembers you when you fail in something. They only remember the person who came in first place. So, and the statistics was driving me. I felt like it was my duty to prove them wrong so I can be an inspiration to many potential foster youth kids across the nation.
Yeah, but sometimes you have to make your dreams come true so that others can say, wow, if he did it, I can too. And I think that's a great example for others as well. Let me ask you a question. What books are you currently reading?
The books that I'm currently reading is The Audacity of Hope by Barack Obama. I think it's a great book that tells a little bit of his biography and also his political tactics he utilized. Also learned a few political strategies that I didn't know now that I know now. And I believe Barack Obama is a charismatic leader. And then also another book I'm reading is Unlimited Inner Power by Tony Robbins. It allows you to focus on your, not focusing on limitations instead of exceeding limitations.
You talk about, I don't know if you would consider it a failure, but I guess in business I'm sure you've had some sort of failures, but how did you handle those failures and turn them into success?
Well, I never really considered myself a anything, it's similar as to chess. You have to be 5 moves or even 15 moves ahead of your next decision. So when I started this business, there were many naysayers, but I knew it was going to be successful because I know that the power of belief is very strong. So when I go into something, I also notice that when people think about failure, it may happen. Because when you think about something, most likely it's going to happen. They also study that in sociology. It's called self-fulfilling prophecy. So I always went into a situation knowing that success was the only option and failure was never an option. I emphasize the fact of working extra hours to ensure that success is the only option. When other people are sleeping, I'm actually up, making sure that my business is booming.
Like Eric Thomas says, sleep is for suckers. That's good. I like that. There's only 24 hours in a day, and it's all about how one uses those 24 hours. So that's the difference between, I believe, successful people and people that are not as successful is how they use the 24 hours. So, okay, you have a book that you're creating called Foster Character Success, and it tells your life story. So tell us a little bit more about that.
Foster Care Success actually details my life story. To expound a little bit on my foster care experience, I was placed in foster care at the age of 5. I was taken away from my biological mother due to mental complications, and I had no idea who my biological father was. I actually found out who my biological father was when I turned 19 years old. So it provides information on my process of achieving success despite being in the foster care system, and my transition to a first-generation high school and college graduate. It also details how I utilize my daughters as my fuel to enable me to prove the myth wrong that only 1% of foster youth have the capability of being successful after they transition from the foster care system. It was unfortunate initially in the foster care system because I remember crying when I realized that I wasn't with my biological mother, but I realized at the end of the tunnel was light.
Wow, that's good. And so, when is your book? You're creating the book, so it's not out yet, correct?
Yes, it will be out in January 2015.
Oh, awesome. How did you? Well, I guess you told us that how you achieved success despite being in the foster care system. You I guess turned against your doubters and didn't let them. You let the doubters fuel you to making life happen. Let me ask you a question. When did you make the decision that was it at a young age, did you make the decision that you were going to be a winner or be successful no matter what?
In my freshman year, I remember, actually it was my sophomore year, I recall being interviewed by a doctorate candidate, and she was focusing on people in low-income situations that was actually achieving high success in the academic environment. So I remember telling her, until I get my high school diploma, I won't be satisfied. So after that interview, I realized that it was time for me to step up, and it's time for me to become a winner. Because if someone thinks you're worthy enough to interview you for their research paper for a doctorate essay, then that means you're exhibiting some type of worthy behavior. So I realized that I have potential, so I had to put that potential into action and start executing the right decisions to ensure success.
Wow, that's good. That's good. I like it. So we got one more question, but before we do, we're going to have a word from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back. Have you ever dreamed of being a published author? Or maybe even an Amazon best-selling author? Would you like to travel the world to stay in luxurious hotels? Would you like to travel the world and get free airfare, all so you can speak and get paid? Does that sound like something you'd like to do? Or maybe you want to create your own courses or products off of what you know. Right, wait a minute. Maybe you would like to learn how to market your business better so your business can explode. If that sounds like you must be in Miramar Beach, Florida on February 28th through March the 5th at the Business Explosion Mastermind at the website businessexplosion.net. There, you will have access. At the private luxury retreat, you will have access to the beach. You will be staying in a luxury mansion. You will be 2 minutes from Mexico. And not only will you be always eating every single day from a private chef, you will learn how to be an Amazon best-selling author. You will learn how to be a published author. You will learn how to speak and get paid, or how to market your business, or how to create your own product. If this sounds like you must be there at the businessexplosion.net mastermind. Hope to see you there. Alright, so thanks so much to our sponsors. We always want to give you all thanks and appreciation for all that you do. And our last question is for entrepreneurs. This show is for entrepreneurs, and one of the entrepreneurs, this is Startup Biz Coach Radio. So we have a lot of entrepreneurs that we are empowering right from the very start. So how would you empower an entrepreneur right from the start? What advice would you give them?
My advice I would give to, in essence, empower entrepreneurs would be focusing on self-improvement. I believe self-improvement is a vital point of empowering yourself, because when you try to hold yourself in the power of other people's hands, that's not going to work. You have to learn how to, in essence, master your destiny. When you make the right decisions on a daily basis, to empower yourself and hold yourself in positivity instead of negative energy, and just avoid listening to the negative energy from people that's inevitably going to occur, because once they realize that you're doing something towards success, jealousy actually occurs. So you need to just focus on self-improvement, and if you're not in a position that you desire, just learn to cultivate strategies that will ensure that you're improving on a daily basis to reach your goals, and never make excuses, and just focus on mastering your destiny.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. Yeah, I've noticed that sometimes people do get envious of people, and I think it's more so because they're living their dreams, and they instead of living their dreams are trying to live their dreams, they have decided to be fearful or not try at all. So they're kind of envious of what you do. But what I say is just to keep on pushing no matter what, and you'll have all your dreams and all the success in the world. So give them your contact information and how they can get in contact with you, and maybe how to get your book when it comes out.
Yes, you can reach me on Facebook. Anyone can email me at pittsjaquel@yahoo.com. You can also reach me on Twitter. I can be found on the numerous sites such as LinkedIn, and even there is an organization called Thumbtack.
All right. Well, thanks so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to come by and give the words of wisdom to the audience of the Startup Biz Coach Radio. We're just so appreciative of you, and just want to say thank you for stopping by. And this has been no problem. This has been a word from Terry and Jaquel, and we are changing lives with positive words, and we are out. Peace.
This has been Startup Biz Coach Radio, formerly known as Mornings with Terry, and we're empowering entrepreneurs right from the start. Find us at thestartupbizcoach.com every morning at 10 a.m. Eastern with your host, Terry Clay. Thanks for listening.